Hello there. I can't take myself seriously, sorry. My name is Sonyamaya and I'm here to talk about how I changed my lifestyle and was able to drop 30 pounds and keep it off. Thanks so much for watching. I'm hoping I can be a source of inspiration for some people. I know it was really helpful for me when I was first getting into starting new healthy habits, and watching YouTube videos really helped me with making those changes. So I'm here to kind of pay it forward. Let's do this. Let's motivate some people. I've watched a lot of fitness videos and I understand that it's important to get these disclaimers right out of the way. I want to start off by saying I am a firm believer that all sizes are beautiful. The reason I started my fitness journey is because I wasn't feeling like my best self. I wanted to kind of live my best life and feel really good and energized and healthy. And because I'm getting older, I just don't want to feel like I'm running out of time to do that while my metabolism is like kind of where I want it to be, but I have a crappy metabolism, but I've been told that it's only going to get worse, so I might as well start now. I knew I needed to change when I wasn't feeling like my best self. I'm going to share with you today 10 things that I did to change my lifestyle. If you just do something short term, it's really not going to make a difference. So that's why I think a lot of people fail at diets. It only didn't work for me when I've tried, fad diets. So feel free to like and subscribe if you feel like it. If you have any questions about my journey or kind of want some motivation and pointers on it, feel free to leave a comment below. So let's get into it. The only thing that's holding you back is your own mind. It's all about staying consistent. Motivation is kind of the first step, but then you got to take that motivation to the next level and be consistent. I started working out 6 days a week in August of 2018. I wasn't really feeling comfortable with my body. I wanted to get more active. It does kind of release endorphins and I feel good from working out. So I started with working out for about a half hour to 45 minutes, 6 days a week, and I would rest on the 7th day. Something that was really helpful, my best friend Kelly was counting the days that she worked out in a row and kind of using that to build a forward momentum. I decided to do the same thing, and I'm at this point where I'm already like over 500 days in a row, not counting the 1 day a week that I take off. Try to count the days in a row that you're working out, and you're not going to want to miss a day because then you're like messing up your whole streak. So that's something that really helpful for me to really like get it done. And something else about working out is get it done as soon as you wake up. If you don't feel like you have time, make the time. You do have the time. If you need to go to bed a little bit earlier, wake up a little bit earlier, do that, because once you get that workout done, you're gonna have so much energy throughout the day to get things done. You're gonna feel so good. Just trust me on that one. Try to get it done early. If you have to get it done later in the day, make sure you put it in your schedule so it's something you can check off. Get your workout in at least 5 or 6 days a week. And it doesn't have to be long. Like I said before, it could be short. Just get your workout in. Really important. In about December, I started seeing a little bit of abs. So I was really happy about that. Here's a picture of the little bit of baby abs that I saw. And it was very exciting because that meant that my body fat percentage was going down, which is what I was looking for. That's really what I wanted, is kind of like see a little bit of abs and bring my body fat down as much as I can while building muscle, because I was doing resistance training and cardio. I was doing a combination. I wanted to change something about my diet because, like I said before, I love food. I love to eat. Once I start eating, I'm one of those people that I just want to keep eating. So I needed to find something that really worked for me so I could still not feel like I was depriving myself. And I think it's really important to eat until you're satiated. You have to eat a certain amount of calories to be healthy in general. Like, you can't starve yourself. I have been using intermittent fasting since December of 2018. And anybody that tells you that it's starvation to use intermittent fasting, they just probably haven't done their research on it. Intermittent fasting has been becoming more popular, and there's a lot of research studies that have shown that it's actually really good for you as long as you eat enough calories. So I started with the 16-8 method. The way I learned about it was by watching YouTube videos and kind of seeing before and after. And there's this one YouTuber called Fledge Fitness, and I just got obsessed with his videos. I listened to his videos all the time. That was really helpful for me because he kind of breaks down all these research studies on it, and he talks about the different kinds of intermittent fasting that you can do. That was really helpful for me. So I started with the 16-8 method, and if you don't know what that is, you basically fast for 16 hours and eat within an 8-hour window. In the past, I have kind of binged here and there, and the way to overcome that bad habit is by making sure that you're eating enough. And something that's really helpful with that is MyFitnessPal or any kind of calorie counting app, because when you set it up, it'll tell you how much calories you need to eat for your body weight in order to maintain or lose weight. Something that was really helpful was using the 16-8 method. So this method got me down to 160, but I hit a plateau after about like 3 or 4 months. I hit a plateau. So I decided to start using a 6-hour window after that. So in about October of 2019 is when I decided to start fasting for longer, and I would only eat within a 6-hour period. So that's actually what I do now, and I found that that works for me. I generally start eating around 2 o'clock every day, which is actually not that hard for me now because I like to get stuff done, like my workout in the morning. So I start eating at 2 o'clock and then I stop eating at 8 o'clock. And something that's really good about intermittent fasting too is you can't be too strict with it. Like, let's say I'm really, really hungry at 1 o'clock, I'll just eat, and then I just stop my eating window a little bit earlier. So I'll stop eating at 7 o'clock. So there is flexibility. That's what I really like about intermittent fasting. And something else that's really important about it is that you can't eat whatever you want. You can't just like binge in that eating window. You still have to be mindful of your eating, which is where calorie counting comes in, and kind of paying attention to macros to a certain extent, like making sure you're eating enough protein, not eating too much sugar. I've learned a lot about nutrition in the past couple years just because I've been trying to cut out some of that stuff that was really making me not feel very good. Something else that I learned along my journey is don't get discouraged by the scale. A lot of people like to check in their weight daily, which apparently works for some people, but I'm one of those people where I would get discouraged if I weighed myself one day and I gained a little bit of weight. I didn't really realize before how much goes into the scale besides just fat. Your weight fluctuates so much. It could be from salt intake. Your body holds on to more water when you eat a lot of sodium, so that's something to consider. Just drinking water in general, you're gonna weigh different before and after the bathroom, which is so weird because I never actually thought about that before. So they do recommend that you weigh yourself, first thing in the morning and after you go to the bathroom, because that will, that'll give you the most accurate weight. Something else is that time of the month for ladies. That is something else that really can make you think that you gained weight, but really it's just different things going on in your body that make you think that you gain weight. Even when you're lifting weights, you might put on muscle and think that you gained fat. I did actually just get a scale called Renpo. I think that's how you say it. I just got it in the mail last week, and something that's really cool about it is it tells you fat percentage. So it's pretty cool. As soon as you stand on the scale, it tells you on your phone how much body fat that you've lost and how much muscle mass you've gained. So it's actually really cool, and I don't know if it's that accurate, but it had really good reviews, and it's actually pretty cool how it works. So that's something that could be really helpful, is getting some kind of scale that measures your body fat percentage, just so you don't get so discouraged. I always weigh myself every 2 weeks. I think that's really helpful because if you weigh yourself daily, you might kind of get discouraged because you're not gonna see that much of a drastic change, or you might see it go up and then get discouraged like I used to get. So I would recommend weighing in once a week, or maybe every 2 weeks. That's just what's worked for me. Another factor that's really important is drinking enough water. Just take a sip because I love water. Everyone says this. Everyone on YouTube says this. It's so true though. Drink enough water. You have to drink a lot of water for it to be too much. It's gonna make your skin clear. You're just gonna feel better overall. You might have to pee a lot, but it's worth it. It's worth it for health, trust me. Just drink your water. Like I said, I'm still on my fitness journey, so my goal is to weigh 135 or 140, so I would still like to lose like 10 to 15 pounds. And what I've been doing has been working for me. I generally lose like 1% of body fat each week, and counting calories has been really helpful with that. I find that if I do kind of let myself have a little bit more treats, it kind of slows the process, but I don't let it discourage me because I do think it's really important to have treats here and there. Overall, I eat a lot healthier and I do enjoy the food that I eat. It's so crazy how when you cut out sugar, you actually start enjoying nutritious food. Like, who knew? Sugar kind of like trains your brain to think you have to have like that amazing flavor of food. It's kind of hard to explain, but it kind of like makes you desire other terrible things. So like if you break your fast with something that's high in sugar, you're just gonna be like so hungry, and it's gonna be hard to feel satiated because sugar kind of just like brainwashes you into thinking you need chips and candy. It's so nuts. But then when you cut it out, or you just have a little bit of sugar, you know, you don't have to cut it out completely. Brussels sprouts and cauliflower and a juicy salad, like that tastes good. Something else I've been doing recently too is making my own salad dressing. I've been making this Greek yogurt salad dressing, and it's really simple. It's Greek yogurt. I use chobani, the plain low fat, a little bit of avocado oil, a garlic clove, some dill, some cayenne pepper and black pepper, and you put it in the food processor. It tastes so good. You could even drop some stevia in there, which is a no-calorie sweetener, just to give it a little bit of flavor, and it just tastes so amazing. And then I compare that to the nutrition facts on the dressing bottles, and I should have done this a long time ago because there's a lot of, you know, things they put in that dressing to make it taste good. You know what I'm saying? Like they be putting some stuff in there, and that's why it tastes so good, but it's not the stuff that you want. Like it's all the salt and the sugar, and so just paying attention to those things will really make a difference. You can still enjoy a big juicy salad with like chicken or shrimp or salmon, and then, you know, put healthy ingredients like cucumber, red pepper, tomato, and you could, you know, make yourself a dressing. And I like to put it in like a little ramekin on the side, like a little 1 ounce ramekin, just to like see how much I'm eating. And that's an amazing meal. Eat until you're satiated. Please eat until you're satiated so you don't binge and feel deprived. Just take care of yourself. Take care of your body. Something that's been really helpful for me is reminding myself to stop eating when I'm full. I used to kind of just like keep eating mindlessly. I'm also one of those people where my self-care is I like to eat while I watch TV and movies. And that's something that's been recommended by other YouTubers, that you shouldn't do that because it makes you mindlessly eat. But that's like my form of self-care. I like to, you know, I like to eat my food while I watch stuff. And I think it's fine as long as you're eating healthy food and as long as you know when to stop. Because I'm still enjoying that food. I just like to, you know, if there's a commercial break, I'm gonna take a break from my bite, from my delicious food, because I need them at the same time. I've like conditioned myself to want them together. But it's not like that salty, buttery popcorn. It's like delicious Greek salad or like a healthy omelet or something like that. It's not like I'm eating a bunch of chips and salty whatever, you know. I just like to eat food while I watch stuff. I like to be entertained while I eat. Taste buds are entertained. My brain is entertained. That's me. That's happy Sonia. So, and you know, for somebody that has a busy schedule like me, I think that I deserve that kind of self-care. And when I think of self-care, I think of watching shows like series while I'm eating. Remember to practice your self-care, especially in times like this. Like, we have time to take care of ourselves. I've been trying to stay productive and, you know, do what feels good for me while not stressing so much about what's going on. Just remember to take care of yourself and remember that you are in control. You have control over your destiny and you got this. You got this. I believe in you. Sonyamaya says that you can do it. You can do it. Thank you so much.